Welcome back to The Dirty Truth, where we help you unlock the purpose of your life by showing you the path to naming it, claiming it, and building your career on it. I'm your host, Suzanne Mushin, here with my best friend and business partner, Rachel Bello. Rachel, we have a guest today.
We have a guest whose name is letters.
He has letters. G.J. Reynolds. Sorry, G. It's so much easier to call him G.
Yeah, G.
JG is a passion entrepreneur, business developer, trainer, public speaker, and author. G loves to teach others about how to improve their life, health, and prosperity, and he's the author of the upcoming book, The Playful and Powerful Warrior Within You, How to Reclaim Your Personal Power and Live a Fulfilling Life of True Adventure, coming out in April. GJ, who I hope we can call you G, welcome to The Dirty Truth.
Well, thanks a lot, ladies, and most definitely call me G. And what I tell most people, just simply G. It's much easier, and if I had to go back, I would just say G from day one.
You got it, G. Well,
okay,
G, tell us about what made you write this book.
Well, three primary reasons. One is I fell into the depths of depression, and I was suicidal.
Wow.
And God just simply grabbed a hold of me 10 years ago and showed me that there was a better life. And then the second reason is I encounter thousands of entrepreneurs on an annual basis, and a lot of them are dealing with some of the same components that I was dealing with 10 years ago and working through. And so I started to share what worked for me. And then the third component is I saw that when I did share what was working for me, it was working for other people. And so that was the catalyst for me to write the book, which actually came out about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So the book actually is out right now, and they can buy it at powerfulwarrior.com.
Great, G. G, when the entrepreneurs are coming to you and you had the life-changing piece of advice for them, tell us what that was. What is it that you would tell them that would change their life?
Well, there's 21 chapters in the book, and any one of those chapters I have found is applicable. Depends on the individual. But there's two primary ones that I see that I would call the catalyst. One is to get around the right people for you. And we all know when we're around the right people. We also know when we're around the wrong people for us. And sometimes those people are the people closest to us, and because they're holding us back, or they want to hold us back, or they want to tell us what to do.
Okay, G,
is that what happened to you? Was that part of what drove you into the depression? Were you hanging around the wrong people?
No, actually, that wasn't the case. Just a series of events happened, and they kept creating these layers, and I just felt like I was stuck, and I was unable to go to the next level, and it was for the first time in my life, I just felt stuck. And then the reverse happened. I got around some of the right people who saw me who I was and am.
Yep.
People that saw that I could go to the next level because they'd seen me before, and they believed in me and had more belief in me at the time than I had in myself.
And G, what's up with this term warrior? Why do you use that term, and why is that such a big part of your vocabulary?
Well, there's usually a misnomer with the word warrior, and if you look at the core root of the word warrior and go back to its original meaning, warrior is defined as keeper of peace. And I was seeking to have more peace in my life because of what I had created for myself. And so it was a very key component of saying, I'm a warrior, and I'm going to move forward in a peaceful way in life, and in a very playful way, and also in a powerful way.
So is there like a battle cry for the warrior?
That could be a good,
Yeah, you should do a podcast with like
some big battle cry.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
I am the warrior.
Do you dress in costume, G?
That I don't.
Okay. That might take you out of. So you're no longer depressed. You're not suffering with that anymore.
No, the book starts 10 years ago. So 10 years ago in 2001 is where I was in a depressed state.
Okay.
There's 17 million people that are diagnosed of having depression a year. However, there's another potentially 10 million people that are undiagnosed. I was one that was undiagnosed and became diagnosed after I was already out of.
But this book is not for people who are clinically depressed, is it? This isn't the solution to clinical depression. That's not what you're suggesting.
No, obviously, if somebody is clinically depressed, I would say that definitely needs professional help.
Right.
I would say that there are components in the book that would help them go through that while they're getting treated and whatever treatment they're seeking and would need for themselves.
And G, are you a believer in meds? What's your take on that? Like medication when people are depressed, or you feel like it's something people need to find within and battle it out?
I believe meds is a temporary solution, and I have some friends that have suffered from depression, and I know when they were on their medication, they definitely were more balanced. To me, it's treating the symptom. What is the core root that's causing that? And then, so for me personally, if it was me, I would want to find out what is the core root of it. However, sometimes finding the core root, you have to treat the symptoms in order to get to the root.
Okay, so can women, when women are reading this book and reading Warrior, okay, what does that mean for a woman? You said there were 3 messages. You told us one was get around the right people. What are the other 2, and how do women deal with this warrior stuff?
Well, the other component is find a coach or mentor to walk you through, and you know, great athletes have a coach. You know, great business people have a mentor or a
Suzanne
coach.
has me.
I'm
Right.
your mentor and your
Right.
boss.
Right. So
Right,
y'all, y'all are providing some of that mentorship to your listeners. And so then why would a woman want to listen is that women are great at wanting peace and wanting security. And I know any man so if I was a woman listener right now, I'm not a woman, by the way.
Okay, well,
You don't
that's good
sound
to
like
know.
one.
No, that would be depressing. Yeah, with that voice,
Right.
I'd be depressed clinically. Yeah.
Right. So women who, you know, want their man to, you know, come from a position of peace and can help create that security in a relationship, this would be great for their man. For the women, and I've had a lot of women readers say they can relate in every aspect of the book because they're either dealing with somebody that they can help or they're looking for within themselves. So the book is applicable to anybody, and
Great.
everybody is a warrior if they choose to be, whether you're a woman or whether you're a man.
Great. Well, G, thank you so much for telling us about your book, The Playful and Powerful Warrior. Thanks for being on our show.
Sounds like a great book.
Sounds like a great book. Thanks for being on The Dirty Truth. We'll see you next week with Suzanne and Rachel on The Dirty Truth.